everyone. I'm Dr. Ekta Bhushan, teaching sports nutrition at Indira Gandhi Institute of Physical Education and Sports Sciences, University of Delhi. In this series, we will discuss different topics associated with sports nutrition and weight management. But today in particular, we will discuss the topic energy intake and energy expenditure. So the body is an almost perfect machine capable of incredible feats of endurance and strength. But just like a prestige car, it needs to be properly cared for and looked after. With the hundred of miracles diets that seems to go on sale every year, it would be reasonable to assume that losing weight or maintaining the same weight would be a relatively easy proposition. However, the reality is far from the truth, which is why this lecture today is going to focus on the science of weight loss rather than the type of food you should be eating. The science of weight loss is equivalent to the rules of chess. Once you understand the rules, then you are at a distinct advantage and you can plan your diet using facts and knowledge rather than guessworks. So let's see what is energy expenditure. Energy expenditure is the amount of energy your body uses to perform essential physical functions including breathing, blood circulation and digestion, as well as all the movements you perform, whether that be exercise or movements like walking, fidgeting or moving objects. The first part of the equation that is essential to work out and understand is the amount of energy you expend or use every day. Many people instantly think of exercise, jogging, and a trip of the gym, but the reality is that everything we ask our body to do uses up as a energy. Even something as simple and natural as breathing causes our body to expend energy. Therefore, the first thing you need to know when trying to lose weight is what daily total of your energy expenditure. This is essentially the total number of calories your body burns daily. Before going any further into the process, let's examine a greater detail how your body produces energy. Your body creates energy in the form of heat. Don't worry, we are not going to get into the scientific and technical, but as this is the foundation of weight loss, you must have at least a basic understanding of the process. Food is what the body uses to create energy. And as we all know, to our cost, the type of food we eat can deliver very different results to our energy levels and physique. So the energy found in food is measured in calorie or technically kilocalories. A kilocalories in basic term is the amount of heat required to increase the temperature of 1 kilogram of water 1 degree Celsius. Your TDEE, that is total daily energy expenditure, is equivalent to the number of calories you burn. So now that might second very simple, and in a sense it is, but there are a lot of factors that need to be taken into the equation. Energy expenditure varies from person to person. Some of the factors which can affect the outcome include your body size, your gender, your body composition, genetics, and of course, your level of daily activity. Someone who spends 90 minutes a day in the gym working hard will burn more calories than someone binge watching TV. Now let's look into what is energy intake. So energy intake is defined as the caloric or energy content of food as provided by the major source of dietary energy. Carbohydrate, for example, give you 4 kilocalories per gram. Protein will give you 4 calories per gram. Fat will give you 9 calories per gram. Energy intake in humans can be influenced by feelings of hunger and satiety. So the next part of the process now that you understand how your body process energy is to work out the number of calories that you are putting into your body daily. The good news is that with the evidence of technology and some government interventions, it is a relatively simple process to count the number of calories you put into your body every day. Government have placed requirements on food manufacturers to publish the number of calories on their packaging, and there are also numerous smartphone apps which will essentially hold an entire database of food products. You simply scanning the barcode, any of these apps will record the number of calories in a particular food and keep a running total for you over the course of the day. Now that you have these two critical components, you are well on the way of tackling your weight loss head on. Now let's see what is energy expenditure and weight loss. So there is a balance. You can see the pendulum also. There is a balance of energy intake and energy expenditure. So in layman's term, to lose weight, the aim is to burn more calories than you consume. There are effectively 3 ways in which you can go about this. You can increase the amount of energy you expend every day. You can reduce the number of calories you put into body, or you can find a combination of both. So the expert in the diet field tend to agree that to lose 1 to 2 pounds of fat, you should aim for a caloric deficit of between 3,500 to 7,000 calories per week. Although the theory of creating calorie deficit may sound very simple, the reality is much different. Let's face it, trying to lose weight is challenging. Your body has developed certain habits over many years, which will be difficult to break in a matter of weeks. However, that doesn't mean that it is impossible to achieve. You just need to build new habits, which will take time. In most cases, people focus on eating less rather than exercising more, because the amount of energy required to create a caloric deficit is relatively high. Now we can see what is the total daily energy expenditure. In short term, we also call it TDEE. These are the components of total energy expenditure. In this diagram we can see. Now, your total daily energy expenditure is the number of calories you burn throughout 24-hour period. These calories come from the work your body does to keep you alive, including your brain functions, breathing, digestion, and so on, as well as all of your physical activities. Overall, TDEE includes everything from forgetting to your exercise routine. All of the work your body does at rest, called your resting energy expenditure. We also call that REE, or we can also call that basal metabolic rate, that is BMR. This component, this BMR of your TDEE makes up approximately 60% to 70% of the average person's total expenditure. Your non-resting energy expenditure, that is NREE, is a mix of three components which includes non-exercise thermogenesis, we also call that NEAT, thermic effect of food, and exercise activity thermogenesis. Now, let's understand what is metabolic process or what is BMR, that is basal metabolic rate. So, your basal metabolic rate is the amount of energy in the form of calories necessary for your vital functions at complete mental, physical and digestive rest. These are processes that happens automatically. Your resting metabolic rate is the number of calories required for these same processes while at rest, including breathing, brain processes, digestion and blood circulation. Your BMR makes up most of your daily caloric burn and at approximately 60 to 70% of total calories for the average person. Now let's see what is thermic effect of food. So thermic effect of food which we intake, right? That is protein, carbohydrates and fat. So the thermic effect of food measures how many calories it takes for your digestive system to process foods. The three macronutrients, that is carbohydrates, protein and fats, require a different amount of energy to break down and assimilate into your digestive system. So, your TEF accounts for approximately 10% of your total daily energy expenditure. Protein requires the most energy to digest, with 20 to 30% of the calories in the protein being used to digest it. Carbohydrate require 5 to 10% and fat takes 0 to 3% at most. However, how the thermic effect of food work in each individual's body is unique and depends on several factors including age, physical activity, activity level, insulin sensitivity and the composition of your meal. Now let's see physical activity. So your activity is the movement your body makes throughout the day. This can be everything from intentional exercise and journal movements to cleaning the house and even moving around. Energy used to exercise is called exercise activity thermogenesis, while unintentional movements are called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, that is NEAT. So, exercise activity thermogenesis account from approximately 5% of your total daily energy expenditure on average, while NEAT makes up 15% or more of TDEE on average. Now let's see non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So NEAT is the number of calories we burn through our everyday movement, which is the reason behind the sudden interest in the pedometers and measuring the number of steps people take every day. If you work in an office, get up and move about for 15 minutes every hour. Try to use the stairs rather than the elevator and park your car further away from the store in the car park. This will force you to get some extra steps in without much effort. Remember, anything you do to burn more calories will help you to lose weight. Now let's see the TDEE formula, an example of calculation. You have to be little more careful because now I am trying to make you understand the total daily energy expenditure formula, how we can calculate it. So the components of energy expenditure, first of all, we have to understand that are basal metabolic rate, that is BMR, the thermic effect of activity, that is T, plus the thermic effect of food. Now, the next slide will be the TDE equation based on the Harrison-Benetton formula is further detailed. So, and this is the activity based. You can see the calorie calculation is equal to BMR multiplied by activity multipliers. So, sedentary lifestyle for 1.2, light activity is 1.375, moderate activity is 1.55, very active heavy exercise is 1.725 and extremely active is 1.9. Now let's see the formula by Harris-Benetton. So for male, this is the formula, and for female this is. In this formula we can see the total daily energy expenditure is equal to activity level factor multiplied by 13.75 multiplied by weight in kg plus again a bracket 5 multiply height minus again bracket 6.76 multiplied by the age bracket close plus 66. So this is the formula for male, and for female TDEE is equal to activity level factor multiplied by the activity level factor. In this we are talking about this. You can see where you are lying, where your activity level is lying, and you can put this term into this formula. And then this is the formula. And here is the example. I have put 3 examples. For example, Venice, Jennifer and Dylan are used as an example for calculation TDE manually. So, the Venice is male, 40 and weight is equal to 83, height is 1.83, activity level of Venice plays sports and exercise 2 days a week. So, activity level factor is 1.375. You can see in this table as well. So, light activity is there, the person is lying on the light activity exercise level, that is 1.375, and that only he have put this. So, he have put all these things into this formula, and what we have come to know is that his TDE level, total daily energy expenditure is 2546 and calories per day. So, if he take 2500 calories per day, so his weight will be maintained, he will not gain weight and he will not decrease the weight also. Just like that, we have put some other example also, like Jennifer. The gender is female, age is 35, weight is 69, height is 1.78 meter. Activity level of Jennifer is very active and plays sports and exercise 6 times a week. Activity level factor, and we have put this factor as 1.725, and then we have put it all these formula into this, and what we have come to know that Jennifer total daily energy expenditure is 2553, and to maintain his weight she has to eat that much of calories per day. There is one more example. Dylan, male, age 28, weight is 83 kg, height is 1.70, activity level Dylan lifestyle is inactive. So, for inactive level the equation says that we have to put 1.2 only. So we have put all these into the equation, and we have come to know that Dylan is daily total daily energy expenditure is 2241 calories per day, and to maintain this weight he has to eat this much of calories, or if he wants to gain weight he has to put some more calories, and if he wants to lose weight he has to less the calories per day. So these were the examples. Now let's look into factors affecting energy expenditure. So the main factors are age, activity level, your body composition, your size, weight, whether you have any disease or illness, hormones, and your genetics. So your total daily energy expenditure may decrease due to advanced age, more significant body fat percentage than muscle mass, low body weight, hormonal influences such as menopause, sedentary lifestyle, slower metabolism, and genetics. Meanwhile, your total daily energy expenditure may be higher if you have a higher percentage of muscle mass than body fat. Hormones, genetics, active lifestyle, faster metabolism, and higher body weight. Muscle is metabolically active tissues where fat is not. This means muscle burns more calories even while at rest, as well as the hormonal changes that occurs when you have greater muscle mass or are in the process of building new muscles can increase your energy expenditure. Now, how to increase your daily energy expenditure? This is very important. So, to increase your daily energy expenditure, it is wise to include more physical activity in your day. Physical activity is the easiest way to change your total daily energy expenditure. Considering the most significant factors of TDEE are not in your control, such as BMR. Short-term strategies for increasing your TDEE include purposefully planned exercise and adding more movements to your day by walking more and sitting less. Long-term strategies include building more muscle mass, reducing your time spent dieting, which can slow your metabolism, and eating a nutritious diet higher in protein. Now let's see ways to increase daily energy expenditures. So cleaning your home or a particular room, taking a walk around the block or walking with a pet, setting a timer or watch for movement breaks throughout the day, taking the stairs instead of elevator or escalators, choosing a parking spot further away from your destination, scheduling a walking meeting, or using a standing desks. So now we have come to conclusion. How many calories you burn in a day depends on several factors that are out of your control. The best way to increase your total daily energy expenditure is to add exercise to your day and decrease your time spent being sedentary. These small changes will provide very much of benefits such as reduced risk of diseases, longer lifespan, better mental health, and more. Knowing your total daily energy expenditure also can help you create a plan for weight maintenance, gain or loss. To lose weight, a combination of nutrition and exercise is best. Be sure to consult a healthcare provider or registered dietitians before you make changes in your diet and exercise plans. They can help you set goals that are right for you and your situations. I hope you understood about energy intake and energy expenditure and how we can increase our total daily energy expenditure and how we can calculate our BMR. That's all for today. See you next time with some other interesting topic. Thank you.